that this plate right here is actually angled this way. Now, but what that happens because of that, even though this is loose, it doesn't want to slide off the end. It actually sticks, it gets tight right in here. You can play with that and try to get that. It starts hitting the machine right about there. Now, even though that's true, because the thing is angled down, even though that's true when you try to go this way, it still hits when you get to right here, and this raised portion, this bent part of the bracket that the roller rides on, is actually hitting this plate. So it actually would need to go up more. Now I don't have this tight right now. Let me just snug it up. It's still not tight, but it's a little snug. I have a business card that I folded in half, just to give you some idea of the space that's underneath there. Now that's not a problem. Shouldn't be a problem. But you can see that I'm not up to the presser foot yet. I've got a good 3/8 of an inch probably there. So if I back this off so that I can come up above this step and get over where I need to be, I can tighten that down, and it will work like that. It does work. With the understanding that you have, let's see if I can zoom that a little bit, that you have considerable space underneath there. So it's very possible that thin material would slide right underneath there. Instead of rolling along the guide like you would expect it to, like you would want it to, it can actually work its way underneath this guide. Now, what are you going to do to fix that? And about all you can do, if you back this off a little bit, you can back these screws off right here, one on each side, and shim underneath there. So let me take just a minute and do something really cheap and cheesy that kind of explains what I'm talking about. But right about here, I've jacked that up with a shim. I use that same business card. I folded it one more time. So that's 4 layers, actually. It's folded twice and set back one-sided away from me to make sure that this doesn't hit it when I roll. Now, that does raise this up. What I've done is to actually move that plate. I shimmed it on this side to raise that plate this way. The idea is to try to make clearance so that this will come off here and yet not have a lot of room underneath here. This is about the best compromise I've been able to find, actually. It will slide all the way off there now. The obstruction is gone on this end. But when you come back down here, you can see when it gets right here, it's still hitting that plate. It's still not quite high enough. And if I get over to where I'm going to need to be, if I was sewing an 1/8 or 3/16 of an inch from that edge. The other piece is 6-ounce. Give you an idea how much space is underneath there. It's a piece of 6/7 cowhide that slips right underneath there. Without any trouble, it slides right up in and out of there. There's a little bit of friction on it, and that's about it. Now, plan B, to try to eliminate that. None of this is any problem, and if this was going to stay right here all the time, that wouldn't be a problem. But it flips out of the way, and if what you're sewing needs more room, more clearance than this needs to move.